Welcome, I'm Ron DeParmesan and you're watching Newscats. Hello everyone, gather round and let's jump right into today's big news. Have you ever had a surprise gift that leaves you speechless? Well, Ukraine just got a big one. The United Kingdom government has just given the green light for Ukraine to use Storm Shadow missiles, which are British-made, in long-range strikes deep into Russian territory. This decision, made on September 11th, 2024, marks a significant shift in military support for Ukraine. Why is this important, you ask? Because it shows the UK's commitment to helping Ukraine tackle the ongoing and persistent challenges posed by the Russian military. According to reports from various sources, including The Guardian, unnamed officials revealed that this approval is designed to give Ukraine the leverage they desperately need in this ongoing conflict. Shifting gears, let's chat about what this all means for our friends in Ukraine. Ukrainian officials have been very vocal about the challenges they face due to restrictions on long-range weaponry. They've been raising the alarm, saying that these limitations severely hinder their military effectiveness. In recent discussions, Ukrainian leaders have made it quite clear they need upgrades and assistance to tackle their Russian foes more effectively. And did I mention that intelligence reports are hinting at Russian ballistic missiles flowing in from Iran? This makes the UK approval feel especially timely as Ukraine tries to ramp up its defences and strike back against the Russian military. Now, let's talk numbers for a moment. Storm Shadow missiles can reach over 250 kilometers years. That's approximately 155 miles. Imagine that. These missiles can hit critical military targets right where it hurts, giving Ukraine a much-needed edge. Now, there's some apprehension swirling in the air. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has voiced some concerns about this significant policy shift, stressing the potential for escalation given Ukraine's newfound ability to strike deeper into Russia. While the US has backed Ukraine throughout the conflict, they're understandably cautious about any moves that might lead to a broader conflict. Blinken's comments came after discussions where he highlighted the importance of maintaining stability and diplomacy instead of diving into deeper military engagements. It's that careful balancing act for NATO allies who aim to support Ukraine while handling the potential repercussions of these long-range strikes. Nobody wants to open Pandora's box with more military action. Talking strategy a bit more, let's not forget how the UK government is managing public announcements about this move. They're taking a rather cautious approach, deeming any public discourse regarding military support potentially provocative. What does that mean? Essentially, they want to avoid stirring the pot. They're hinting that there might be specific restrictions on how Ukraine could use these missiles to prevent any reckless engagements that might ramp up tensions with Russia. With such delicacies in international relations, you can imagine this is a careful dance. The UK is feeling the pressure domestically and internationally to strengthen Ukraine's defence capabilities. And speaking of the finer details of diplomatic meetings, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is expected to discuss these strategic implications directly during an important meeting with US President Joe Biden on September 13, 2024. This meeting is shaping up to be quite significant as everyone keeps tabs on the evolving dynamics of international military support amid the ongoing conflict. As we see the pressure and excitement surrounding military conversations, think about the broader context. The UK has recently unveiled an additional military aid package for Ukraine, valued at $500 million. That's right, folks. It's hard not to notice the growing military supply capabilities from Russia as they receive more support, notably ballistic missiles from Iran. This historical context adds layers to the current situation. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been outspoken about his country's need for enhanced weaponry to counter such threats. His perspective highlights the critical importance of advanced capabilities in their strategic defense. Wrapping up comes the wild card of what happens next. Experts are predicting that the long-range strikes may shift the balance of power inside the conflict. Everyone's looking closely to see what impact this will have on overall military tactics and international diplomatic relations. With the Storm Shadow missiles being precision-guided, they can effectively hit military installations, and bunkers, the stakes are high. But who can say what's around the corner? As we see this military chess game unfold, predictions are murky about the next moves. Will Ukraine gain an upper paw with this new capability? Will other NATO allies react? So stay tuned and remember to keep your ears perked for future updates on this ever-evolving situation. It's not just news, It's a thriller unfolding right before our eyes. Meow, the plot thickens. Remember, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay in the loop about all the juicy stories from around the world, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Your support keeps the conversation going and helps me bring all the important news straight to you. Until next time, my friends, stay tuned for our next update. I'm Ron de Parmesan reporting for Newscats. Thanks for watching. Meow.